What's going on? Lord Pixel here, and today we are returning to speed building, which I don't really do on my channel. I used to, but I don't much anymore. And the reason being, you guys have really wanted for me to speed build, and I've just recently found a good, fun way for me to build. So, yeah, I've decided to hop into another speed build series. Basically, this series is going to be titled Planets of Pocket Build. And I was inspired to do this because of a challenge in Hydra Extreme's Discord server. Jeez, now we're going to have 3 Discords in the link in the description. But anyway, yeah, you can join it in the description. But in his Discord, he does challenges similar to the normal Pocket Build Discord, which you can also join in the description. And the theme for one of the most recent challenges was space. And I felt inspired to do so, and I built a space world by the name of Spinzax. And I really enjoyed doing it, so I decided to start a series titled Planets of Pocket Build. Now, in each white tile square that you may have seen at the beginning is going to be a separate planet, one per episode. And this one that we're looking at right now is called Glyggi, Glyggi. And it's mainly a water planet, and it is just rough terrain-ish, but there aren't a lot of storms. It's mainly calm water. It does not have any moons, so there's not many storms, not much waves. It's more of a calm water planet. And the terrain is just orange rock, and that's mainly all that is here, besides some underwater life, which we'll get to later. Now, it does have intelligent life. It does have a humanoid species. I have not decided the name of the species yet. Maybe I'll come up with one later in the video. But they do have a civilization, and they have built it atop these red mounds that lie in the vast ocean of Glyggi. The buildings, so the stone of the buildings is mined underwater by divers. It's a strange type of stone. The molecules in it allow it to be light underwater, but they are heavy above water. It is easily mined by divers and brought up to the surface to be built with. It's easily sculpted, and it is stuck together by the yolk of spog eggs. Not Spock. I'm not a Star Trek person. Star Wars person, but spog eggs, which we'll get to later. And the roof is made of salted and dried out hide of the Wazomi beasts, and it is tied and secured down to form roofs. You may have been way confused by what I just said, but it's basically just a bunch of nerdy stuff and a bunch of creatures that I have made up that go with this world, and we will explain the creatures more later. But yeah, the stone is easily mined and sculpted by divers, and it is stuck together by the yolk of the spog egg. So yeah, and then the roofs are made out of thatched, tied, and secured hide of salted and dried out hide of the Wazomi beast. If you are not a nerdy Star Wars person like me, or a nerdy person at all, this series you may find it interesting, obviously, because it's speed building, but just mind that the commentary is mainly going to be me making up stuff and explaining how this planet works, how the planets work and function. Apologies if you aren't into that kind of stuff, but I am, and this is my channel, so yeah. Moving right along here, we now are working on some docks and, I believe, bridges. I mean, now I'm working on homes, but just a second ago you may have seen that I built a dock. And those docks may look like wood, but they're not. They're actually the cut shell of the spog. The spog, which we'll talk about later, is a type of turtle, kind of, for this planet. And the shell can be easily cut into pieces and arranged to form like wood planks, I guess, to form docks, except it's not wood because wood doesn't exist on this planet. I need to find excuses for materials because this is a planet that does not have trees on it. But anyways, yeah, the docks are made out of the cut shell of the spog. As you can see right now, I'm going to detract from the nerdy stuff for a second, and we're just going to discuss about what I'm doing right now. Basically, I'm just adding more to the homes, and this civilization kind of lives just underground, mainly. I mean, not underground, but their homes are built into the cliffside, and they don't really come out a lot. I mean, they do, but there's no alien people yet, so I can't put any people out on the rocks, because the rocks aren't stackable and people won't stay on them. But, you know, there's probably not going to be people on most of these. There might be a few giants, but there's not going to be people on most of these worlds. Moving right along here, these stairs that I am currently building are a mistake. I had decided, oh, hey, you know, let's do some stairs. And it just did not work. These stairs do not match the buildings whatsoever. And I realized my mistake, and Anouk told me, hey, you know, this looks stupid, why don't you swap it out for, I think she called them the crappier stairs, which I guess makes sense, because they do look less civilized. So I'll eventually switch those out, so don't be surprised when I start deleting stuff that I had spent a while on. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, and I don't think I mentioned the windmill in the background. You'll probably see it at another point. The windmill is just made out of the same stuff, the salted and dried out hide, and the tanner version of the stone that is mined from underwater. And it was at this point, actually, while building, that I realized the medieval castle pieces could have been used as well, because they match the stone cottages, or not stone cottages, the stone homes and extensions. But however, none of the pieces really looked well. It looked really good with the rest of them, except for the tower, which caught my eye, and you can see right here, I just added that right on top. That was the only medieval piece that I think I used, besides some of the stuff that we're about to get to right here. What I'm building here now may look a little strange to those of you that are not ingeniously creative like me, but this is a boat, I guess you could say, or like just a vehicle that can be used on water. And as you can see, yeah, I used some of the medieval walls on the sides there, but it's like a type of warship, I guess. It does have cannons, which I'm about to add here right in a second. Right, no, not that. These are the cannons, and they are used to defend this world. This is mainly a peaceful planet, but I guess it just could be used to defend their world in a way. They don't use warships, but they only have 2 docked here. I'll build the other one in a second. They only have 2 warships docked here, so they aren't a really big planet on war, but their boats are made out of many of the mentioned materials I've already said. And there's only 2 of them because they don't need that many. They're a peaceful race, as I said. Anyway, relating to what I'm doing on screen here now, I'm fixing the stairs and adding the crappy ones in place, as Anouk suggested, yeah, basically, I didn't think it looked very good. Anouk said, hey, you know, put the crappy ones, as I said earlier, and so that's what I did. Fixed it up, made it look a bit nicer. Not nicer, made it match the homes more. So yeah, that's basically what I'm doing here. As we continue through this, I'm just going to remind you that there is a like button and a subscribe button. You can comment down below any ideas for future planets, as there is going to be 1 planet per episode. But yeah, just if you like the series, you can support the channel however you like. Moving right along here, I believe, yes, I decided that the middle part of this boat did not match the crappy stairs well, so I swapped it out for the darker, I believe it's battering ram, I think. And I started working on the second boat here. Don't know why I tried to use the siege tower. That did not look good. So I swapped it out for more stone home stuff, just in a different fashion. I really like building custom spaceships. It's kind of fun, and it's just so fun to see what you can use the props for in a variety of ways. I added 1 heavy gun to this one rather than 2 smaller ones, and had 2 light boosters, exhausts in the back, whatever you want to call them. And I'm just now realizing that on the dock, if we pass it again, I actually forgot to replace it with the crappy stairs and kept the modern ones in place. You know, you can't get everything right, but hopefully that doesn't detract from the series here. Now we're getting to the interesting part. I have started working on the creature here on screen. One of the creatures. There are two creatures, different types of creatures that I build in this world. And this one is called the Wazomi Beast. The salted and dried out hide of these is used to make the roofs of the buildings. These mate in summer, during the summer months near the islands, because the water's warmer there. And they are a reptile that gives live birth to their young. They will eat people. They are carnivorous, but they tend to stick to themselves unless you try to kill them or something. Their hide is fairly tough, though. Now, yeah, and then I started working on a second one that was a bit more sunken into the water. They don't just float, they swim. But this one, the second one, is a bit more sunken into the water, as you can see. I don't know why I used bushes and trees for these, but I guess it worked out fairly nicely. I didn't expect it to work out so nicely. If you like it, you know, there's a like button if you like my building style, I guess. And in my Discord, which you can join in the description, the third Discord in the description now, someone told, or I had asked, hey, what types of creatures should I put in these worlds? And someone said, hey, what about an octopus with eggs? I did like the octopus idea, but I had a better idea, and I built the Spog, which is not Spock, again, not a Star Trek person, but the Spog turtle. It's like a type of turtle with a long tail that lays large eggs, and the yolk of these eggs is actually very thick and creamy, and can be used to stick the building bricks, the bricks of the buildings together. But it's kind of just a turtle that lays eggs and keeps watch over their eggs as the mother. The father just kind of does his own thing, I guess, and hunts. They're not carnivorous, though. They're plant eaters. And yeah, we are pretty much finished with this. I just added some water flowers, I guess, around the island. And that is pretty much it for Glyggi in this episode of Planets of Pocket Build. As I'm showcasing the final elements of the world here, I'm just going to say thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed. There is a like button and a subscribe button. You can comment down below any ideas for future videos down below, as usual. But anywho, thank you so much for watching. You can join my Discord, Hydra's Discord, and the Pocket Build Discord using the links in the description for great times, I guess. I really enjoyed working on this project. It was fun, and I can't wait to share more of my Planets of Pocket Build series with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.